What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You're welcome back to my channel. My name is Ndifon Ntui, and on this channel I make tutorials. I post new videos on Wednesdays and on Saturday, so please make sure to check back on those days in order to watch new content. If you like the video, please you should like my videos. If you enjoy the videos, it really helps me out. Thank you so much for all your support in the past, and thank you for watching the video now. If you're a beginner or if you're a person who wants to brush up on your skill, I offer online courses. I'll be showing a demo on how to make a jumpsuit. If you're interested, please send a Telegram message to the number that I can see on the screen. Thank you so much. Do have a lovely day. Bye bye. Alright, you're welcome to today's video. So to make this top, you are going to need some measurements. I've shown you already, but let me explain the measurements that I called shoulder span or wrist to wrist, whichever one I pick. Wrist to wrist will be more appropriate. You will need to take the measurement from the first wrist here. Okay, the wrist, you take the tape to the elbow, take it up to the shoulder, take it across the shoulder over to the other side of the shoulder, here and here. So I want to know the length. You need to know the length from here all the way around your shoulder to this other side. For me, that is 58. Okay, and then another thing you would need to know is the top length, of course. So this is a crop top, and what I'm doing is I'm placing the length of the top at 18 inches. That is before I put the elastic, but though the elastic is going to drag it up a bit. So I'm cutting the length of the fabric at 18 inches. That's 4 inches after the underbust length of the person I'm working with. So in case you are wondering, for instance, if you have an underbust length of 16, you put the top length should be like 20. Okay, so now after you have that, with those measurements, you can start cutting. So over here I have 2 yards of fabric. This is more than enough. So the first measurement we are going to apply is the wrist to wrist measurement. Fabric, this is chiffon. So you're going to measure from here all the way down, and make sure that you have at least the wrist to wrist measurement plus 2 inches for your allowance. So you're going to measure from one side here. Let me check. I think this should be by 60. But let me measure from one end of my fabric. Okay, I have just 58, but I'll still have to make do with the length of the fabric. But if you have the luxury of a lot of fabric and you want it to be at 60 exactly, you can measure from the other side. Over here, I'll definitely have the 60 that I want, but I have only 2 yards of fabric. So you can measure it. You mustn't measure it on the width of the fabric. You can also measure on the length. All right. So meaning that I have it across the width of the fabric, that's okay for me. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out my 18 inches plus 2. So remember, I told you that 18 inches is the length of the top, okay, before the elastic. So 18 inches plus 1 inches, that's 19. So I'm going to measure from here. Okay, and when I get to 19, I'm going to make cuts into my fabric. And then, please, if you be careful when you are doing this, so that you don't end up having it's incorrect. But if your fabric rips perfectly, then you can go ahead and rip it open. If not, just mark and cut it 19 from beginning to the end. Oh, okay, perfect. I'm still good because the fabric rips perfectly. You can see we're still 19 at the other side at the end of the other side. Now, what I want you to do, fold this in half and lay it on your table. Then the next thing I want you to do is I want you to place your bust measurement. Okay, because this will be one from up, so the end of the top needs to be able to pass through the bust. So I want you to place your bust measurement plus 6 inches. Okay, so your bust measurement, the bust I'm working with is 36 divided by 36 divided by 4 is 9 inches. Okay, 9 inches, then plus 6, 1 2 3 4 5 6. 6 is the excess I want to keep. 6 stops at 15 inches. So you're going to make a little mark there. Alright, and then now please watch closely to how I'm going to cut this. Okay, I'm going to cut at that 15 in, and when I get high up to 1 inch, I'm going to now cut out. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side that is meant for the front. So this pattern will be used for the back and the rest side for the front. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead to cut the length of the fabric, that's 58 by 19 inches on the other side, on this side of the fabric as well, and that part will be used for the front. Alright, so you can see I have done the same thing to the second piece. We have the same length, and I measured the bust divided by 4 plus 6 inches, that's 15 here. I placed that down here, and then I went up by 1 inch and cut straight down. That's the same thing I did in the front. Simply do that to at the back, simply do that to the front. So look at the other side here. Okay, so now the changes that we need to make to the back are, we need to the front, sorry, is that we need a neckline width and a neckline depth at the front. So what I want you to do is, for the neckline for a medium-sized person, I'm going to measure it. I'm going to go in by 4 inches. You see this? And I'm going to mark at the 4 inches. And then for the neckline depth, I'm going to mark 9 inches. Okay? You can go as low as you are comfortable with. Then I'm going to make mark from here out to that 9 inches. To place the back, okay, is to place the back on your sewing machine like so. So you can tell this is the back. You can see where I made the little cuts down here. Now the next thing I'm going to do down, so you're going to open up the front like so. You're going to place it together, and you're going to come to the shoulder. I'm going to join from here all the way to the neckline. When I get to the neckline, I will stop. Now after you have stitched and you've stopped on this side, instead of just continuing with the neck here, if you do that, you might end up making a mistake, and the ends, that's that end of the sleeve, will not sit at the same place. So it's best to come back to the sleeve, and we'll now sew from here and stop at the neckline here, so that make sure that here falls perfectly and the end falls perfectly. Alright, so here we have the neck. The next thing is to use bias to turn this neck smoothly. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, so after joining both sides of the shoulder together, what we have now is a neckline. So we have to finish this neckline properly. And to do that, I'm going to use cotton bias. Alright, so use this several times. In case it's the first time you're watching me, this is how you do it. Open it. When you open up a bias, you're going to see a line, a crease line, and on that line is where our thread is, our needle is going to land. I'm going to place it on top of the neckline like so, and my needle is going to land on that line from here all the way down. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to fold half an inch so that it is neat. After you have done that, the next thing you want to do is you want to turn inside. You want to come to the inside and turn it inside out like so. And now we're going to top stitch on the neat part from here all the way around until we get back to where we started. So after you turn the neck, make sure you iron it. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to sew both sides of the sleeve. Whatever I do on this side, please make sure to repeat on the other side. So you can remember down here where I cut out the 1 inch and made the curve and came out. We're going to start from here, half an inch all the way out. When I'm done with this, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay, after you have joined the both sides of the sleeve together, you're almost done. The last thing you would have to do is you're going to need 2-inch elastic. So this is 2-inch elastic. It's a bit about 2-inch, but they call it 2-inch elastic in the market. But just find an elastic that is, a bit weighty, like this one. You can get one that's at least 2 inches wide. Now, as for the length that you would cut, you would cut it using the person's waist measurement minus 2 inches. So the waist I'm working with is 30 inches, minus 30 minus 2, 28. So I cut the length at 28 inches. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to join here by half an inch, and after I do this, I'm going to show you how we attach this on the body. Right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to join the elastic to the body. So you take the side where you have your joining, you're going to figure out one side of the sleeve where you have a joining, and we're going to simply stitch this on top of the body. But as you can tell, the elastic is smaller than the width of the body. So because of that, you're going to need to slightly stretch the elastic as you sew along. Now the last thing to do is to hem both sides of the sleeve. So you see this edge of the sleeve, you're going to simply fold half an inch twice. If you make sure, if you are making this for sale, use your overlocker to finish the top part here and the bottom part. Make sure you finish this armhole with your overlocker before you even add on this elastic, and make sure you finish the top part with your overlocker before you attach the bias at the neck if you are making this for sale. I'm going to hem the sleeve twice, simple, just 1, 2, and hem around, and after I do that, I'm done. Thank you for watching this far. If you have a lovely day. I'll see you in the next video. Let me hem this.